We're going live here in just a moment, just getting everything set up, and then we will get rolling. Alright, welcome everybody. We are back today. FWM, 4-Wide Motorsports, bringing round number 3 here at Monza with no chicane on it. So this is going to be an exciting race to watch here. We have 14 cars on the grid today. Unfortunately, I was not one of them this week. I had graduation for my youngest son, so that was fun, but bummed I missed this one because I thought the no chicane version could be pretty interesting. So we'll get to see how that turns out. First things first, let's do a quick through the field here. Starting on pole for the race is going to be Cynical in his pretty basic white scheme. Starting on the outside of row number 1 is going to be Airport Hobo, your two-time winner, back-to-back wins so far this season. Third position is going to be Cannon. Joining him on the second row is going to be Matt MacGyver. On that third row is going to be K-Pitt and Takumi, or VMR. Just sitting there revving it up, apparently. Row number 4, Matus and Bartabas. And in row number 5, you got Crash and Chris and Icon. The 6th row is going to find Colt and Mindfu, or as I like to say, Mind FU. And in your final row, the 7th row is going to be American Samurai and Yogi Bear. So that is your grid. 14 on there, so another good turnout here for week number 3. We will get this thing rolling here. Let's go ahead and hit this play button. Let's see what this action's going to bring. We'll see what kind of action. Cynical with not a very good jump. Looks like Airport's going to take that lead. Let's do a little on-car and watch back behind as we see Matt MacGyver looking to the inside of Cynical here. We'll see if he can get that done. Takumi with a great start here. He started 6th. He's looking to push his way up into 3rd, maybe even 2nd. He's going to 3 wide. These guys are crazy, as they're going to go 3 wide. Takumi from 6th to 1st. What a start for VMR. And he is going to hold on to that side-by-side. Cynical and Airport Hobo. A little bit of contact there. Oh, and I see somebody spinning off, I believe. Let's do one of these here. Oops. I guess one of those. Not sure who that was. So we're going to come back here. We're going to jump on board with Bartabas and see if we can see what happened here coming into the chicane. Looks like Icon and Bartabas side by side here. Not quite enough room left, and that gets Bartabas off into the oh, but that was, who was that? That was Cannon. So let's go back here and see exactly what happened to Cannon. We're going to do a little review here. That's the great thing about doing the replays, because I can go back and watch and see what happened. Looks like a little deep in, and he moves over to miss and catches the grass. It's, I mean, a pretty slick little move there to actually miss everybody, though. And let's go ahead and we will jump back up to the front of the field here. Actually, we're going to jump to 2nd. Icon up to 2nd, so quite a bit of movement here to start this thing. I mean, these guys are trying to go way too many wide there. 3-4 wide there in the corners, it looked like. So not really the place to be doing that here on lap number 1 with 35 laps to go. It all works out. Takumi going to be your leader still. Airport Hobo in the second position. Matt MacGyver in the third position. Barnabas and Matus round out your top 5. Matus in the nice little Debbie car again this week. Cynical just using the default. I'm going to assume he bought that as the race started because that just seems like his style. We got Icon, Yogi. Looks like Colt and Crash and Chris here side by side coming down the straight. See what they can do down into, I don't remember the corner names, and I should because this one actually has corner names instead of numbers. Don't mind me. Looks like, oh, and looks Samurai going for a slide. He's going to spin that thing around, and not too bad of a save. He gets her going straight again. Takumi, what is going on? Just pulling away from the field here. And he is going to be your leader on lap number 1 here. 34 laps to go. Airport Hobo going to come across second. MacGyver in third. Barnabas and then Cynical is your top 5 coming around the end of lap number 1 here. So you can see, let's jump on board with Cynical as he's going to come down to this no chicane. So right here, normally you'd be hard on the brakes coming up, slamming on the brakes to hit that chicane, but instead we're going to fly right through it. You're going to see it. He's actually going to get pass done by Matus here. We'll see if he can make a move coming back into the chicane. Who was that? Airport Hobo. Is that a bump that did that? Let's jump on board here and see what happens. Catfish and Pike, I'm good today. How about you? Are you a driver in the race today? If you are, let me know what your PSN is. Still don't know really what happened there. Or let me know what your name is here on the game. I'd like to give shout outs to people in the chat. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe a little bit of a glitch, but he went for a hell of a ride. So Airport's going to lose some positions here. We'll see where he's going to come back in. Meanwhile, let's see. We have Takumi still out front. Barnabas being chased by MacGyver. He actually just got around MacGyver during that whole process with Airport. So we'll have to see how Airport, your two-time only race winner we have so far here in FWM. So we'll see if he can hold on and keep this thing going. Oh, and Barnabas out into the sand. He's going to give up that second spot to MacGyver. Is he going to hold on to the third spot? And we're riding along with Cynical here. We're going to see if he can do anything side by side for Matus and Barnabas. Cynical going to get up next to Barnabas now. He's going to make that pass. Is he going to complete it? Oh, a little deep into the corner and catches Matus there. Not sure what happened there. If it was a little early on the braking, I wasn't paying attention to where they were at brake-wise. Not sure what happened. But definitely sent him for a ride. You see Airport back up into the 7th spot there. He's going to go up into the 6th spot now. Looks like Yogi may be having some issues back here. Oh no, they're just three widening it up down the front or the back stretch here. Chris going to take over that 5th spot from Airport. We're going to stay on board here with K-Pit. K-Pit trying to mix it up with him. He's got a couple behind him as well. Cannon fighting his way back through the field into the 8th position. So quite a few guys trying to fight their way back after early lap issues as we end lap 2. Yeah, this is a heck of a race, I bet. Almost 2-minute laps for 35 laps. Whew, we'll be here a while. There you see it. We are riding on board. K-Pit going to take over that 6th spot. Takes it back from Hobo. Hobo's going to be under pressure from Cannon here in just a moment if he's not careful. I mean, these guys are dicing it up. This track seems like a real racy track. Oh, and who was that? Oh, dang. Was that Cannon? Oh, Cannon. We got to watch. I'm gonna have you on blast here. What happened? He got it from behind. Let's ride along with Chris, who was right behind when this happened. Oh, actually, Chris wasn't the... I'm not sure what happened there, to be honest. That was some crazy stuff, but we continue on here. Who's got a penalty there? Half-second penalty for Barnabas. Takumi out in front still, though. VMR, hell of a start here. He's led all the way from the beginning here. After taking the lead after about 3 corners, finds himself out in front. Great run for him. I know he had struggled with these things in week 1 and 2, so great to see him running out front here. Let's see. Let me go look here. I'm going to go look and see what his finishing positions have been so far. I don't think he's had the best of luck here, so... We'll still jump back here with Cynical and MacGyver as they're going to duke it out for position number 2. Cynical just took the spot. We'll see if Matt MacGyver's able to fight back on the outside. Not the outside. If he's able to fight back in general as they're diving into the pits. Yep, into the pits we go. So we see some early pit stops here on lap number 4. Or actually the end of lap number 3. So these guys only made 3 laps on that one. So let's see. So VMR week 1 got a top 10 in 10th place and then an 8. So hopefully he can hold on to this thing. I'd like to see what he's able to do. The one thing we did not do though is talk about the points here. As we're riding along with MacGyver, Airport, and looks like they're the only one. Nope. Icon is yet to pit. Airport, MacGyver, Colt. Dang, Colt is like a fuel-saving master here. How does he still have a quarter of a tank? Or did he pit and forget to put fuel in? I know that happens sometimes, that you get happy pushing the buttons and then the next thing you know you forgot. Tire wear at minimal. Oh man, Airport, I switched to him just as he was sliding out there. So let's jump on board with MacGyver here and see how he holds up. Hold on just a sec here. Give me a sec. I'm actually gonna let this play. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had to let my dog back downstairs. The anxious little dork. And we are on board here. MacGyver taking his first pit as well as Hobo. So we will see. I'm not sure what's going on. Icon, is he out of fuel? Oh, he is out of fuel. Icon runs it out of fuel here. Who? Colt come flying in trying to avoid him. So Colt and Icon into the pits here. Did I see a 1 second penalty for K Pit? Oh, I hate when it does this. And looks like that's all. So Takumi, he's under pressure from Cynical here for the lead on lap number 5. We'll ride along with Cynical. Takumi a little bit deep into the corner. He's going to give up that lead. And there you go. Cynical going to be your new leader here on lap number 5. Takumi in the second spot. He's looking okay still. Hopefully he can hold on to this thing. No, get it out of there, sir. And MacGyver in that third spot. Those three have a pretty big gap back to 4th place with Barnabas. Behind that, Barnabas, K Pit, Airport Hobo. He's having a little bit of a rough race, but you know what? I've seen him do it before and come back and win the thing, so can't really say too much against that. Cannon fighting his way back through here in the 7th spot. Mindfu in the 8th, Crash and Chris in 9th, Matus in the 10th spot, Yogi in 11th, Samurai in 12th, Icon in 13th here. He's got a half-second penalty. Colt as well back here with a penalty, so those guys will have to serve those here in this lap. I believe it is on the backstretch. that you serve those. Let's see, do we have any battles on track? Where's everybody at? Oh, here we go. Barnabas and K-Pit gonna fight out for the 4th and 5th spot. Be careful though, they got Airport Hobo hunting them down here. He wants to get himself back into that top 5 after having a little bit of issues on the start. So we'll see what he can do to catch back up with this one. While we're watching this one, kind of looking at the points here, Airport Hobo is your points leader with 101 points. He's got a 22-point advantage over Monkey. Behind Monkey's Crashing Chris, 25 points back of Airport. W. Cannon's going to be in the 4th position with 69 points. Butterbean in the 5th position, not here as well. So let's see, Monkey and Butterbean both going to drop. Buck Teasy as well going to drop. He's in the 6th spot. So Takumi looking to capitalize here with a couple of guys in front of him not racing today, and he's up in the 2nd spot, so he's looking to jump up in those points here. In the 8th spot, Matt MacGyver with 44. Matus with 42 in the 9th spot, and rounding out your top 10, Ricky Bobby with 40 points. So that is your top 10 in points. We will see what it brings. So we're at Monza this week. Next week we'll find ourselves at High Speed Ring Reverse, which is definitely a fun one. A lot of speed there. Barnabas off the track. He's going to lose that 5th spot to Airport. Airport does have a penalty though. I believe that's going to be served here in just a second. I believe that's around this corner. So your next 3 races up on the dock, you got High Speed Ring, Laguna Seca, and then Fuji Short. So we'll see some action going with those. Let's get out of that view. Go back to the normal view. Airport's going to be looking to hunt down the 4th position. Like I say, your points leader, he's trying to gain back as much as he can. He's got a healthy point lead right now with 25, and that's over Monkey, who was not here this week. So that race will be stretched out for sure. Let's see, doesn't look like, oh, actually we got a little action going here for the 2nd and 3rd position as Matt MacGyver gets around Takumi for that spot. Takumi's not ready to give it back up. He's going to look to the inside in the chicane. Is he going to be able to hold it? Side by side through the chicane. Good racing by both drivers, and they will continue on. And Matt MacGyver will take the spot, but Takumi's not ready to give it back. He's going to look to the inside of the double right-hander. Lesbos, I know that's one. Lesbos 1 and 2. He's heading into Lesbos 2. Is he going to be able to make the move? No, he's not. He's going to look to do it down the stretch. Keep it out of there. Oh, and he slides it around. He's going to lose some gain. He's going to lose some ground there now to Matt MacGyver. Matt MacGyver going to take over that 2nd position. Will he be able to hold it, though, for the rest of the lap? A lot of straightaway to draft on here, so we'll see if Takumi's able to do it. He's going to have a good shot through here, through the chicane. I don't remember. I should go look up the corner names. Because Monza, I think every corner has a name instead of a number. Well, they have numbers, but they have a lot of people go by the names more than anything, so I should go look those up. Just a sec here, we'll stay. Don't think there's anything else really going on. Airport on the back of K-Pit now for the 4th spot, so he's looking to close it back in. Okay, Monza. Okay, so we're coming down the front stretch here. Let's do a lap around here with Airport. Your points leader gets the fun of this. So we skip the first chicane and we go into curve. I have no clue how to pronounce that. I'm not Italian. We're going to call it Curva Biaz. I have no clue how to pronounce it. I don't even want it to begin. Monkey don't know foreign languages. Jeez. And Airport's going to have a shot at it through the 2nd variante. You got Curva de Lesmo here, 1 and 2. That's where we're at on that one. Oh, shit. Broke it. Hold on. microphone's having a malfunction here. Ascari, that's what this next chicane is called. That's what I was trying to figure out earlier. You got Ascari, and then Parabolica is the final corner. So let's see if we can remember those throughout this thing as they head down here onto the backstretch. Airport not able to get this move done just yet. Oh, and now he's going to, as you see it there, K-Pit takes a ride. He's going to lose a couple spots as he waits for traffic to go by. That drops him down to 7th, and he's going to get going, but I don't think he's going to hold on to that spot. I do believe Chris and Matus may get him down this straightaway, so that's going to drop him all the way to 9th place. So rough shot there from 4th to 9th for K-Pit. We'll see if he can hold on to that 9th spot. Let's see, Mindfu behind, not going to be able to do anything, so he will hold on to the 9th spot, but does lose 5 spots there with that sand excursion that shot him across the track. But, you know, I will give him credit. The keeping it together was a great thing. Takumi just falling off here. Cynical really opening up a gap now as we are on lap number 9. Coming around Lesbos, and like I say, he's got a healthy lead going, so great run here for Cynical. We'll see if he can hold on to that thing throughout this race. MacGyver in the 2nd spot. I just realized MacGyver's running just a basic color. He had a paint scheme on it each week, so you know what, I'm gonna guess it probably isn't showing up. That does happen sometimes on this game, where when you watch a replay it won't show you the scheme. Takumi, that's usually what he's running for that one in there. In the 3rd spot, Airport's got his standard scheme on there right now. So you can see it there, the standard scheme for Airport. Cannon running a Monster Energy Sylvia. Good look to it with the Fanatec logo on the bottom. I'm always a fan of the Fanatec logos. Good looking white, black, and green there for him. So it was a wide open free, and Airport, man, Airport's just struggling here at Monza. Cynical into the pits with 10 liters left, so we'll see if everybody else starts pitting as we continue to go through. Barnabas still running the number 16 Greg Biffle National Guard car, so good looking car either way. K-Pit going to be running the Mark Martin number 6 Viagra car, so some of these guys still running their last weeks. Thank you Catfish and Pike, I appreciate that. Are you a driver in this league, or are you just here for the ride? Either way, I'm good. I like hearing where everybody's from. Motorcraft number 21 Little Debbie car here for Matus. That's the same NASCAR one he's been running. Behind that, Crash and Chris running the Vancouver Canucks car. Got a little bit of a hockey fan here. I don't know much about hockey, so I couldn't tell you how they're doing. I know they're in the playoffs, but that is about all I know. So now let's back here. Mind FU as he pulls in. We'll be able to see his scheme. We'll jump over to Yogi quick in the number 12. That's the old Ryan Blaney look in the advanced auto parts, number 12. And we saw Barnabas. Mind FU running the number 18 PlayStation Puma Nissan Silvia. Colt running a stock. And the old Jack Daniels for American Samurai. Who'd we lose? Oh, we lost somebody here. Let's get out of here. And he battles on track. Airport finds his way into 2nd over Cynical, but he has yet to pit. Cynical just coming out of the pits. Looks like Cynical didn't put tires on, though, on that thing. So we'll see if he can fight back and get that position back, or how that one's going to play out for him. Give me just a sec here. I'm just trying to figure out who dropped. Who was that on there? I don't know. Unfortunately, the names and the PSNs are different on each one, so I am not sure who dropped out. If you know, just go ahead and give me a shout and let me know. As there you go, we have finished lap number 10 for Matt MacGyver. 25 to go here, so plenty of race left to see how this one goes. MacGyver yet to pit. Airport in the 2nd spot. He's under pressure from Cynical. We'll see if Cynical can make the move here. He's already pit. Airport yet to pit. Oh, he's going to give him the bump draft. So he's not looking to make that pass just yet. I wonder. Chris is into the pits, so I'm not sure. And he's at 0, so he snuck that thing into the pits. what a run we see here. Cynical right now is kind of in his own little spot. Even though he's right behind Airport, he is pit, and these other guys have yet to pit. So Airport going to be looking to play his strategy. He's always good at the strategy at getting stretching, and that's how he won the last week's race. So we'll see if that plays out in his favor here. If that's the case and he takes one less pit, this is definitely a battle for the lead here, unless MacGyver's going to do the same. So a lot to play out here as we have 13 drivers left in this thing. We're on lap number 11 here for 4 Wide Motorsports. And if you're watching this and not a part of the league and want to be part of the league, reach out, let me know, and we can get you an invite. As well as MMR, Monkey Mafia Racing, we also run a league. GR4s on Wednesdays, GT500s on Tuesdays, and then we do a monthly endurance race of 2 hours. So anybody interested in joining either league, please reach out. And if you want to get your league mentioned in here as well, reach out here. I'm all about the community and making the racing better and more filled and all that kind of fun stuff. I rather would see that than have these leagues fighting over essentially having a pissing match about who's where and whatnot. And Airport might pick up a penalty from that. I'm not sure. He didn't, I guess. As we see Cynical just going to continue to push him down the straight here. So we'll jump back and see if there's any other battles. Takumi holding on to that 4th spot still, so good run by him. Cannon fights back into the 5th position here. So another top 5. He's looking to grow his points position. Barnabas in the 6th position, all kind of running by himself, gap the front and back. K-Pit right here has got Matus not too far behind. Matus has got Crash and Chris right behind him. Colt kind of got a gap to himself. Mindfu and Yogi were side by side, but Mindfu off the track there. Tough luck for him. Looks like he's got it back up and going. American Samurai going to come around and try to take that 12th position from him. We will see. Is he going to be able to get it done down the straightaway here? They will go through Parabolica and then have the nice long front stretch with no chicane. So if he's patient here, he could make a run down the front stretch, but he's going to take a look at it now as they're side by side coming through Parabolica. Mind if you were on the outside, good luck by both of them. Side by side, look at and there you see it. Now it's going to give, and by making that move there, may give Mindfu a chance to make a run at him here. He's got to get in that draft. If you get in that draft, you may have a shot at it. Doesn't look like he's going to, though. We're going to jump back off board. And we see Matt MacGyver, just as I switched over to him, heading down into the pits. 1 liter of fuel left on that thing on lap number 12. So let's see, everybody pit like 3 and 4. So we're running about 8 laps, it looks like, on a full stint. So plenty of pit stops still to come here. Airport follows him in. Cynical will retain the lead here, and that gives him a huge gap on that lead. Takumi coming around the final corner. Is he going to be able to make a move and get around these 2 guys in the pits? We'll see how this one plays out. It's going to be close because he will have the momentum heading down the stretch, so we'll see if he's able to take that position back. Cynical got about a 29-second lead over these guys. And there you see it. Matt MacGyver able to get out in the 2nd position. Takumi holds on to 3rd. Airport in the 4th position. And your top 5 rounded out by Barnabas. Barnabas chased down right now by Cannon. We'll stay on board with this battle. I'm going to take a quick break here and grab a drink. As always, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. Share this video, share all the videos, share the channel, whatever you want to do. Help us out. Let's keep this thing going, and I will be right back. Are back here. We're riding along with Barnabas. He's trying to hold on to that top 5 position. right now being chased by Cannon. Cannon trying to get that spot back. Cannon had a rough start to the race. I believe he started 3rd or 4th. I don't remember. Either way, he had a rough start, got caught up in a couple things, ran a little deep, had to catch some grass to save himself and not take out the field. So, you know, kudos to him for being able to do that and fighting his way back. So we'll see. There you see it, Barnabas still holding on to that thing. Cannon, I don't know that he's gaining anything. Let's jump on board here with Cannon and see. He's got a decent lead behind him. Just not really able to gain too much here. These cars running the one make race really does make a difference here when you get into these long straights. You get into the draft, you definitely can make up some ground, but if you're not, it's all about your corner exit from way back on the back side of the track. So see it, he did gain quite a bit here through this first sector. We have into Lesbos 1 and 2. He's gonna make the exit out of 2 and look to make a run at it. Oh, looks like he lost a little bit of ground there. Looks like Barnabas got a little bit better exit. It's gonna pull away here. I like this view. I wish I could move the camera in this view because I really like this view. You can see it there if you look down on the bottom left there on those tire strategy, the tire wear. You can see that it's all left sides. The right sides look almost flawless. Those left sides are getting scorched about halfway down on their left front and about a quarter down on their left rear. So you see quite a big difference. We are headed back onto the front stretch out of Parabolica, and you see it there over the line to finish lap number 14 for Cannon. Cynical got a pretty healthy lead. It looks like we'll jump back up there with Cynical. Whoops. I gotta remember how many times to push. You can see, look, if you look at the map, you can kind of see the difference between the two. He's just coming out of the chicane. Cynical's all the way back here on the back stretch. So definitely opening this thing up here on lap number 15. Still 20 to go. Still a lot of race to go. But at this rate, he's looking at put a hurt into the field here. And I believe this is his first race with FWM this season. So looking to make his mark known in his inaugural race. So, as he comes around here out of Parabolica, he's going to dive it down into the pits for pit stop number 3 here on lap number 15. You can see there the fuel just burnt off. I'd imagine he'll throw on some new tires. We'll do a quick through the field while he's in the pits here. So Cynical right now leading the way after lap number 15. Matt MacGyver in the 2nd position. Your podium right now wrapped out by Takumi, so great showing by Takumi still here on the podium. He does have Airport Hobo right behind him. We'll come back to this battle here in just a moment. Airport Hobo in the 4th spot. Barnabas rounds out your top 5. The rest of your top 10 is going to be Cannon, K-Pit, Matus, Crash and Chris, and Yogi Bear. After that, we got Mindfu, Colt, and American Samurai. But let's jump up here. And Takumi did dive down to the pits, which I was wondering if that's what he was going to be doing. And so we see Airport here and Matt on different strategies. Look at that. Matt comes out, or Cynical comes out, and he's still right on the back of Matt. So I think even if he goes one less pit stop, I think Cynical's still gonna get Matt here at the end of this thing. But like I said before, a ton of race left to go. We're not even to the halfway point yet, so anything can happen here this time. See what what happens there. So you got Airport Hobo back here in the third spot yet to pit as well. K-Pit still needs to pit. Matus will need to pit with his 1 second penalty as well. Chris has yet to pit. You see Takumi out here in the 7th spot after his pit stop. Barnabas in 8th after his pit. Cannon is pit. Yogi needs to pit. Mindfu needs to pit. Colt and American Samurai yet to pit. So, alright, let's find a battle on track here. We could jump on with Cynical, but we'll see. I think the penalty here, the penalty serve is going to hurt Matus, but we'll stay on board with Crash and Chris and see what the difference is here. This will be for the 5th spot here. Like I say, we're in the middle of pit cycle, so it's hard to say who's going to end up where yet. But we will ride along here. Oh, and a little bit wide from Chris there. He's going to lose quite a bit of ground. That's going to give Matus a chance to serve his penalty. And you can see it there. Is Chris going to be able to catch up? That's going to be the key. Looks like Matus will hold. Oh, and Chris overruns that corner. Drove just a little bit too deep as he's going to find himself off in the sand. And that will give up that 6th position to Takumi. Takumi fighting his way back after his pit stop. So you can see just how much that left front affected him on that one. It was like he was on ice when he shot out to the outside. As K-Pit and Matus are both into the pits. Back up to our leader, Matt MacGyver. He does have Cynical in the rear view, but not too close yet. Like I say, this could end up being a fight for the win if Matt goes one less pit stop. So, but once again, we'll have to see how this one plays out. Actually, yeah, look at this. You can see, if you look down over on the left-hand side, you can see what their schemes are when I change it. And it so MacGyver's still running his number 99, but Cynical running an OnlyFans car. Oh, that bums me out that I can't see it. We can see his. Takumi's is normal. Now I have to go back and look and see which ones are all the right way. That one's right. That one's right. Yep. Yeah, so MacGyver and Cynical here are the only ones. And MacGyver... Oh, I thought he was diving down into the pits. MacGyver runs his best lap yet. Cynical, though. A 1:47.428 is his top time. Just, I mean, he is burning through these things. What's up, Flipbox? Glad to see you're watching. And there you see it, MacGyver with a purple Sector 1. Mindfu gonna hold himself to the outside there and let these guys by. Stays in the grass and lets them by. Good job by him. You see pit stop starting to cycle around. Crash and Chris Bowles in there. We'll kind of let this play out. We'll watch this battle here until around lap 20, and then we'll kind of flip through the field and see where everybody else is at and see what we can figure out. But MacGyver about to be under pressure here from Cynical. Let's jump on with Cynical. We'll jump onto that rough cam as Cynical, purple Sector 2. He's going to be looking to use this draft, see if he can reset his fast lap right now of 47.428. He was about 65 1,000ths, I think is what it was. So we'll see what he can do as they head down to the Parabolica and head to the front stretch to end lap number 18. Picks up the throttle here coming out of the corner. He's going to have a good draft. Looks like MacGyver. Is MacGyver diving into the pits this time? Nope, just using that weird line to the inside. And you see it right there. Not able to do it. 287 off, so. But he does have a run here on MacGyver. We're going to be able to see if he can get this done here before the chicane. MacGyver going to protect to the inside. Side by side down into the corner here. Cynical around the outside. Is he going to be able to hold on to that thing? He finds the grass. He's taking... Oh, he's lucky he did not flip that thing sideways. Yes, into the sand, but man, that could have been so much worse for him. Great save there by him, but Airport finding his... Oh, he's drifting it through the corner. Airport going to try to close in on Cynical here, so you see those top three right now, all within range of each other. Mindfu back there, one lap down, just trying to maintain. And they head down the stretch here. Cynical back in running. MacGyver got himself a decent spot here, heading through the chicane. MacGyver's still rolling around here, so he's not pitting yet. Looks like he'll have a couple more laps at least left. Cynical down under a half tank now, and Airport got maybe an extra lap on MacGyver here, so I do believe MacGyver and Airport are going to be able to roll here with one less pit stop than the rest of the guys. They've only had 2 stops so far, where Cynical here in the second spot has had 3. Takumi back up into 4th, so same for him. He's had that extra pit stop, but still having a great race so far. Barnabas as well has had 3 stops, I do believe, here in the top 5. Cannon fighting back, holding on to that 6th position, so over the halfway mark here. We're down to about 16 laps to go. K-Pit looking to close in on Cannon. Matooth gapped. He's got Chris behind him here. Chris, after his pit stop, looking to gain back some of that ground he lost after sliding off a couple of corners. That's one thing I will say, this Sylvia, man, you have to be patient enough to let the car turn is the biggest thing. Colt into the pits. Yogi getting the blue flag right now as the leaders are approaching him. We did lose another driver. I'm not sure who. Let's see. Colt. Icon is one of them. I'm not sure if that was the first or second one. MacGyver down into the pits with 0 leaders left. You see, is Airport going to pull it in this time? He is as well. So these two drivers pretty much on the same strategy here. They pit for the 3rd time with Cynical about a quarter tank of fuel left, and he's going to have to pit for the 4th time. So I do believe they are definitely going to be able to cut this thing down by 1 stop. That Airport, I know that's something he's good at, and MacGyver's kind of one of his guys, so Cynical, like I say, just kind of in cruise mode right now. He's out by himself. Got a really big gap over MacGyver yet, but he'll still have to pit, so we'll see how it plays out. Airport under pressure from Takumi, so VMR still having a great race here as he's going to take the 3rd position from Airport. We're on lap number 21. We're down to 15 to go. Heck, Cynical probably, yeah, Cynical's just about done with this one. Airport going to look to get this one back. Let's go ahead and ride on board with him. Coming through Lesmo's 1 and Lesmo's 2. They'll head onto the backstretch, heading towards Ascari. And here they come down into the Ascari chicane. The Ascari chicane is one of the toughest ones, I think, anywhere we race is you can go fast, but man, 1 centimeter off and you are going to be eating grass and sand. You can see it here. You catch that inside curb wrong, you're out. You catch this curb wrong or any of those black and yellow bumpers there, you are going to go for a ride. And once you're out there riding, you're gone. So, great job there. Cynical down into the pits, so I think he's just trying to... and there you see it at airport, going to try to get this thing done down the front stretch. So Cynical will come out of the pits and be holding the lead, so you can see it there, one less pit stop, or one extra pit stop, but he's going to be alright. Takumi down into the pits. So Takumi and Cynical on the pretty much the exact same strategy. Airport and MacGyver on the other. And Barnabas and Cannon as well. So 4, 5, and 6 in race. Or wow, this is gonna be really interesting to see how this plays out, as everybody after this will have one more pit stop. I do believe is how this one's gonna play out. So now the real question. Who's in the chat? Who is in the chat and listening? Can we get some bananas in the chat? Like I say, I know it's a weird time. I don't get a lot of live views. I'll have to go back and look at how the views have been doing, though. I appreciate everybody that comes out and watches these things. Even if it's not live, I do appreciate you doing it. You know, this is a good time. I enjoy doing it. Right now I bring it for 4 wide here, and then I also do the Monkey Mafia Racing lobby or lobbies. Last couple weeks it's been a double lobby on that side, so those guys will be racing tonight, and they will be seeing Nürburgring Sprint here with round number 9 of 10 coming up, so good luck to them tonight. We'll see who's going to do it. That championship I feel like is pretty much sewed up by a guy named Flash. So we'll see how that one turns out, but we got a couple guys. I'm sitting in 3rd over there, so hoping to have a good one. I know I dropped points here as I was not able to race last weekend, so. Jump out of the car here. And let's see, where are we at? K-Pit coming around kind of by himself. Airport's by himself. Alright. So we got 13 laps to go. Cynical leading the way. MacGyver in the 2nd spot. Your podium right now rounded out by Airport Hobo. K-Pit gonna pit. K-Pit gonna pit. Pit stop. Maybe that's what So for every weekend over at MMR, and I believe Canada's gonna start doing this in FWM, I saw, is a specialized paint schemes each week. A different livery each week, or a challenge each week. Over in MMR tonight, the theme is movies. We got a Batman, we got a Deadpool. What else is there? Let me go look at those. And we got a Lightning McQueen to go with my Hudson Hornet. Spaceballs. Let's see what else we got. Oh, we got the Trans Am from Smokey and the Bandit. A 007. James Bond. James Bond. Kind of looking through. So yeah, we got quite a bit of difference there. We'll see what everybody brings for this one. I didn't see what is. Let's see. Let's jump over here and look at this check-in. FWM. Ooh, the liveries this next week, or this coming Saturday for 4 Wide Motorsports is going to be fast food liveries. So I'm gonna have to get creative with mine. Chris is going to have a penalty here, so that's going to give that spot to K-Pit. Okay, so now that we had some pit stops cycle through, we're going to do a quick through the field here, as we are sitting at about 12 laps to go, about 11 and a half for Cynical leading the way. Cynical started on pole lost the lead early on, fought back, and now has a pretty healthy lead. MacGyver in the second position. Looking good here for him in that second spot. Your podium rounded out by Airport Hobo. Top 5 is going to see Takumi in the 4th spot. Barnabas with a great showing in the 5th spot, but he is under pressure from Cannon. Cannon going to make a move. We're going to stay on board here for just a moment with this one. He swings it out. He's going to be looking to bring this thing down as they head down into that first chicane. Over 3/10 up purple in that first sector. Had a great run down that front stretch here. We'll see what he can do. Heading into Lesmos 1, Lesmos 2 here. Barnabas able to hold on to that 5th spot. It's going to be a battle here. Who's going to take this top 5 position as they head down the straight and down towards Ascari? Had a monkey brain fart there. And doesn't look like he's going to be able to do anything just yet, but we'll stay on board here until the front stretch and see if he's able to do anything there. And then we'll finish our through the field after that, kind of give everybody a little bit of camera time. I always try to make sure I go through the field as much as I can. I know even if you're running towards the back, you still like to see yourself on camera. It's always fun. I always loved that part of having commentary for the races I was in. So, and we'll see here. Cannon looks to have a good entry. Oh, I think he might have a shot at it down the straight here. We'll ride along and see what he can do. As we got one in the pits, or is there one? Oh no, lap car letting somebody by, it looks like. I believe that was Mindful, if I remember right. And there you see it, not able to get anything done. As they approach that lap car, they're going to just have to scroll around the outside, see Mindful. Good job there by him. Alright, so we'll go back through the field. Barnabas did pick up a penalty there, so that's going to give that spot to Cannon. We'll come back around here after we get done with this. So, finishing out your through the field, K-Pit running in the 7th spot here. Good run by him. 8th position is going to see Matus, who's in the gravel a little bit there, but he continues on, keeps that thing pointed straight. And he is sitting in that 8th position. Rounding out your top 10, you're going to have Crash and Chris in the 9th spot. Colt in the 10th spot. After that, we got Yogi down into the pits here, just pulling out. He will be in the 11th spot. Behind him is going to be Mindfu. And we had 2 drivers who have dropped out, so we'll jump back up here. You see it right there. Barnabas able to serve his penalty, but he's going to lose that position to Cannon. We will see. Is he going to be able to hold off K-Pit for the 6th position? Now it's a real test of what you can do. Ron Parabolica, can he keep that thing together? K-Pit going to be looking to make a move on him. Cannon did get into the 5th spot and now holds his top 5 position. Nobody put bananas in chat. I guess I will. Alright, we are still rolling. K-Pit looking to get that 6th position back from Barnabas. Cynical leading the way. He's got a healthy lead right now. We'll see how this plays out with pit stops. And K-Pit going to look to the inside through the chicane. Ooh. Second variante there, technically, but it's the first variante because we skipped the first chicane. But he does make that move. K-Pit takes that 6th position from Barnabas. And looks like he will hold on to it. There you see it. Barnabas lost a couple spots here in the last couple laps. He's going to look to fight back, see if he can get those back. I think we'll have one pit stop for everybody yet, so we'll see how it plays out. Jump back up here and show you the lead. So there's what you see. Airport trying to hunt down MacGyver here for that 2nd position. Your points leader, Doesn't look like he's going to do the three-peat and win the first 3 races of the season, but he will three-peat the podium at this rate because, let's see the gap. Yeah, he's got a huge gap back to 4th place there in Takumi. Takumi with a great showing after a couple of top 10s, a 10th and an 8th the last couple weeks. He is looking to hold on to that, but he does have Cannon closing in on him for that 4th spot. Let's see, is Cannon going to be able to get this thing done? We'll ride along with him. Sorry, let's get back to this one. You see back there, K-Pit and Barnabas not too far behind as well. Two squad weeks back, so jump back on here with Cannon. Cannon looking to close the gap to Takumi for that 4th position. Great recovery here for Cannon as he had a couple of incidents early on, and he continues on into that 5th spot. I know at one point he was all the way back to like 12th or 13th maybe, so great job by him. We are down to 9 laps to go. Actually, we're closer to 8 because Cynical's coming around there, I think, at Parabolica. See? Yeah, he's coming around here. Be 8 laps to go this time by for Cynical, so through Lesbos 1 and 2, coming out of here, Cannon looking to gain some if he can. Right now, the gap's pretty big, so we'll jump over this way. He does have K-Pit. K-Pit's right on his tail. Does have that penalty, though. That one's going to hurt. K-Pit looked to the inside, decided better of it. They're going to come through Ascari, head onto the straight, and K-Pit will serve the penalty. That will drop him back a little bit. Cynical into the pits here. So with 8 to go, Cynical should be able to make it to the end on that tank of fuel. K-Pit serves his penalty and does lose a little bit of ground. Barnabas is back here a little bit. So Takumi down into the pits. Cannon's going to continue on. So we're seeing these pit stops start to play out. Now you're going to see all the different pit strategies and how they're going to play out for each of these guys. I would say that Airport and MacGyver definitely not doing any fuel saving on this run. As they are both down, I think they'll be pitting this time by, so see Takumi Barnabas into the pits. Let's jump on board with MacGyver as he's going to head through Ascari. Yeah, through Ascari. Head on down towards the Parabolica, and I would imagine we're going to see him dive off into the pits. And then we are going to see what the difference is here from 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. I think he's out of fuel. I think he is out of fuel. MacGyver out of fuel here. Hobo able to go around him into the pits. Oh, man. What a tough break. Colt's going to cut down. I think that's going to give him a penalty, though. Man, what a tough break there for MacGyver as he breaks down out of fuel before Parabolica. And we are going to see Cynical coming by here. He's going to go by the pits and retain the lead, and that is going to be for the race here. And he's going to have a pretty healthy lead over Airport. Airport's still picking up fuel. And he's going to take 100 back. I think that everybody going to take 100. There you go. MacGyver out. Is he going to hold on to that spot? He should, as K-Pit just coming out. K-Pit down into the pits. Cannon into the pits. Takumi is already pit, so let's stay on board with Takumi here and see where he falls with Cannon and K-Pit. These guys were battling, or not really battling, but we're close on track here before the pit stop cycled, so we'll see how this one turns out for the drivers. There you go. See Cannon into the pits. And Takumi will retain the 4th spot here. K-Pit out into the 5th spot. Cannon in the 6th spot. Got Barnabas coming up behind him here. Will Barnabas be able to do anything? Looks like Cannon's not going to fight that. He's coming out of the pits, so not able to do too much with it. Barnabas didn't take tires there. So let's see, what's everybody on right now? We got soft. So softs for your top 10. Okay, let's see what our gaps are. So Cynical heading down through Parabolica right now, heading towards the start-finish line. Will be 6 laps to go. And if you look up at the map at the top right here, I'm going to flip through. Cynical to Airport, that's 1st to 2nd. 2nd to 3rd is still a bit of a gap. 3rd to 4th is a huge gap. 4th to 5th, still fairly close. 5th to 6th as well. 6th to 7th, I fight. 8th is back around the Lesmos. 9th with Crash and Chris is there. So let's go on here with Barnabas, who's being, actually we're going with Cannon, who's chasing Barnabas. And then right in front of them, K-Pit and Takumi as well. So we're going to kind of stay on board here as your top 3 kind of opened it up. They got gaps between them, so I don't think there's any fighting going on between them. So we're going to go ahead and try to stick here with the battles that we can find on the track. About 5.5 laps to go here. And we will jump into Cannon and see if he's able to do anything down the stretch here. Coming out of Parabolica, they'll head towards the start-finish lines. Let's make 6 laps to go for them. It. He is trying to stay in that draft. What can he do? Need some nitrous or some overtake or something here. And he shifts it off into 6th gear. Still not able to get him though. They're going to head down into Variante. And will he have enough to take a look? He is not. He's going to dive it back off. Still a couple laps to go. He's looking to get that 6th position back. K-Pit up on the back of Takumi here, so we'll jump over to that one real quick. So 4th and 5th fighting it out with 6th and 7th not too far behind him. Both were in the set of Lesmos corners back there, but K-Pit's going to have a run for that 4th spot. Take a look. Is he going to have enough to get it done? He is not. This one's a little closer than the other one, so we'll stay on board with 4th and 5th here. Takumi and K-Pit. We're going to see who can take this one. Both in the top 5 here. They're going to come around to take the 5 to go. K-Pit's going to take a little bit wider approach at him there. He's going to take a run at him. Is he going to have enough to get it done? Takumi comes down to block that lane. And you can see it here. I mean, it's like literally like a 1 mile an hour difference between them. Looks like they may have evened out. Side by side. Trying to leave donuts on each other's car. Man, this is a close one down into the right-hander, heading into Variante. Oh man, he just barely touched the grass. I thought it was going for a ride. K-Pit takes over that spot. He's gonna Takumi dives it in there deep. K-Pit gonna try to dive in. A little bit of contact here, but that's that's full body car racing. So K-Pit takes over the 4th spot here. So 4th and 5th still fighting this thing out. Barnabas and Cannon still separated by a little bit. Man, we have a good one. Let's see, where's your leader at? Coming around here, it'll be 4 to go. He's got Airport right on his tail. What did Airport get here? Man, I did not know it was this close. They were so gapped earlier. Cynical must have had an issue because he had a healthy lead there over Airport. So as much as I want to watch the 4 through 7 battle, this is for the race win. 4 laps to go as they're going to head down into the right-hander, heading down towards the Variante. And there you see it, Airport going to take a look at him. we'll do a little ride along with Airport here and see what he's able to do as they head down into Variante. And then they do have a couple of lap cars in front of them. We'll see if those play into this here as they go through Lesmos 1 and head towards Lesmos 2. If they get through here nice and clean, they're going to have a run. Yeah. And I think very well could be on the back of those lap cars here by the end of the straight. Oh, a little wide for Airport. Oh, he's going to lose some ground here. Tough break there for the points leader. Oh my gosh, lap cars everywhere. Oh my gosh. That was insane. Both leaders, 1 and 2, make it through there, but that could have got ugly as the lap cars both decided to take different sides. Both caught some grass and went for a slide, so Airport and Cynical hold on here, and they will live to fight another day as they come around here. 3 to go. Let's see, where's this one at? So Takumi opened it up there. Looks like he's going to hold on to that spot. Looks like K-Pit did have an issue. 5th and 6th, though. Cannon trying to fight for a 5th place position. We jump back up here to Cynical leading the way. 3 laps to go as they head down into the first right-hander heading towards Variante. We'll see where they can do with that. I don't know if Airport's going to be able to get him. Cynical's been super fast here. Let's see that last lap. A 49.3 for Airport and a 48.6 for Cynical. So we will keep an eye on those lap times. MacGyver way back. Takumi way back. Oh, Takumi must have had an issue now. Oh man, we have a 3-car battle going on for 4th, 5th, and 6th. So Takumi comes across the line here. Looks like he may have had an issue. A 55.9 definitely had an issue. Barnabas with a 51.4 and a 51.3 for Cannon. So this is definitely not over yet for those 3. Cynical still holding off Airport. We come back over here to Takumi, Barnabas, and Cannon. Let's see where this one ends up. I mean, this thing is one hell of a battle we have going on here. Too much going on. These guys are close, but not too close. Back to the Takumi Barnabas side of this battle. Cannon looks like maybe he has dropped off a little bit here. Let's go back here. Let's check these lap times as they come across the line. Cynical, 48.6 last time. This time he's going to pop off a 47.9. Not to be rivaled by the 47.5 that Airport puts in. So he gained 4/10 there on that lap. Come back and we'll look at the lap times of the 4 through 6 here in just a second. Want to stay on board just in case. Airport's not letting him have this one without fighting, that's for sure. And he could easily have a run into this, into the Variante. Oh yeah, this is going to be a close fight here. They're going to head towards Lesmos. Let's jump back on board here with Airport. The hobo chasing Cynical. Be a Cynical Airport hobo. I like it. With a cannon. Oh, both run a little bit wide there. Not penalty wide, but close enough wide. Oh, and Barnabas into the pits. Are these two gonna... Oh, man. Takumi might have to pit. This is... Oh, man. I hope Takumi can make it. Dang it. He's had such a good run. I don't want to see it messed up by fuel. But we stay on board with Hobo as he's chasing down Cynical. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to do anything with it just yet. Takumi holding on to that 4th spot. Cannon must have had an issue there. Yeah, Cannon had an issue. And Barnabas pit, so he's way a ways back there. Has a lap and a half to go. I don't know if he's got a lap and a half of fuel in there. Oh, man. The pressure. We are on the final lap. White flag is out here for Cynical and Airport as they're going to head down into their first right-hander. Head towards Variante and see what they can do. Airport, is he going to have a shot at this? He's going to take a look around the outside. Maybe trying to set him up. They will head down to Variante. Cynical going to protect the inside of this. Leaves Airport really nowhere to go. He's got to wait. Can't really stick that one in there. You're not going to be able to do anything. To make it out of Variante, head in towards Lesmo's 1. Lesmo's 1 is going to be a determining factor, I think. Can he get a run through here? 1 and 2. Airport making a run at it. Can he make it a three-peat? Some issues early on. Gets him into this spot, but he's definitely... Oh no! Woo, what a slide he goes for, though. Unfortunately, that's going to give Cynical a run off the corner. And Cynical looks like he should be opening this thing back up. Back here, K-Pit. Cannon gapped. And I do believe Takumi out of fuel with 1 to go. He is not going to make it around. That is a bummer for him. He had such a great run here. Running in the 4th position and just 1 lap short. And he's already passed, so we'll see if he's going to continue. Cynical is close on fuel as well. He should be good as they come around Parabolica. Cynical going to take your race win, it looks like. His inaugural race. He gets race win number 1. He holds off the three-peat for Airport. And there you have it. Your winner is Cynical, followed by Airport Hobo. MacGyver coming around Parabolica right now. He's going to hold on to that 3rd spot. Great run there by the number 99. And he comes around here and he will put this thing on the podium. So great run there by your Canadian driver. Oh no! K-Pit with a 1-second penalty here. He'll serve that. That's going to get... Oh, Cannon. Oh no, Cannon, you had a shot at him. That penalty's not going to hurt as much now. He'll serve that penalty, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think he's going to hold on to that 4th spot. Yeah, he's definitely going to hold on to that spot. So there you see it. K-Pit, great run by that driver in the number 6. Coming around the final corner. Parabolica. He will be looking at the start-finish line. Check flag in the air. He's going to hold on to that 4th spot. Great run there by your Ford Taurus driver. A Ford Silvia. And across the line he goes for the 4th position. Cannon going to come around and get a top 5. Great showing after a couple of rough starts. Barnabas in the 6th position. He is under attack from Matus, but that 1-second penalty is going to make the difference in it. A couple of Fords battling it out here. Here you see it. Barnabas going to come across the line in 6th spot. Matus in the 7th spot. Takumi just putting along here. But what this will do is hold on to 8th because he did get that lap from him. So does give him an 8th pace position. So through the field here quick before it's... Let's do this. So Cynical going to be your winner. Your podium going to be rounded out with Airport Hobo and Matt MacGyver. Top 5 with K-Pit in 4th, Cannon in the 5th position. 6th is going to be Barnabas, 7th Matus. Takumi in the 8th spot here, and Crash and Chris and Cole round out your top 10. Mindfu, and we lost another one somewhere along the line, so not sure who that was, but 11 finish out of the 14, so great race here today. I appreciate you all joining. Let's go ahead and take a look at these points. Let's see here. Let me get back in there. Alright, so after Monza, Airport Hobo holds on to your lead. He's got a 45-point lead over Cannon in the 2nd spot with 102. Crash and Chris in the 3rd spot with 100. Monkey, after missing last week's race, or missing this race, is going to be in the 4th spot in a tie with Matt MacGyver with 84. VMR, still a solid showing for him. Finds himself in the 6th spot, still on points. Matus holds on to the 7th spot. Butterbean and Buck Teasy both drop down to 8th and 9th, and K-Pit finds himself into the top 10 in points. So great look there for everybody. Like I say, I am Monkey Mafia for Monkey Mafia Productions. I appreciate everybody joining today. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to the channel, this video, and as well share this channel around. Make sure everybody sees it. Let's have a great time with it. I appreciate everybody joining today. We will see you on the next one. The next broadcast, I would say, will be probably Tuesday of next week. Or no, actually Thursday. It'll be tomorrow because I'll be doing MMR tomorrow. So we will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you join us, and you have a great day. Thank you very much.